I'm gonna do as well. This is a power supply that came on my Shitmo HDD dock. That was buggered that I smashed. This is the original power supply off it. Fly Power brand. 12 volt 5 amp. On this HDD dock. 12 volt 3 amp. I'll be using this on this one. Get some extra current. If you're running 2 hard drives, always have extra current to spare. So this has got some screws, you can take it apart and service it, which is good. It's a bit dirty. It's designed quite well. The soldering is okay. It's not the... yeah, it's a reasonable quality. There's a big isolation here between the primary side and the secondary side here. It's completely isolated, got good clearance. A gap here where the opto coupler is, and a big gap cut into the board where this MOV is. That's really good. It is soldered on one side only. Touch that up, put some more solder on that. It's got Leolon L-Tech, which is Leolon, but a cheaper version of Leolon capacitors. It's got a lot of garbage on the circuit board when I must have wave, well, assuming it's fluctuated due when I wave soldered it. There's all this made a mess of the board, but that'll clean up with some isopropyl alcohol. There's a SAMWA 16 volt 1000 microfarad caps. And 2 switching transistors on there that switch that transformer. It's a 12 volt 6 amp rated transformer. Look at the size of the winding, the secondary winding, they're quite chunky. And that's what you want. I can see there's really good isolation in there between Kapton tape and the windings of that transformer. There are several layers of this yellow tape between windings. That's really good. Very well made, this power supply, although I think the transformer goes in there, so it looks like it's offsided a bit. So we've got 4 pins on that side, but this doesn't have any pins. It's just got these 2 wires here. So it's only really soldered to the board on this one side. So the primary goes in here somewhere. We've got a feedback and a primary, and these 2 chunky ones are our secondary outputs. Look how chunky that is. So this actual power supply is rated for 5 amps. It's a 6 amp rated transformer, so they give some leeway on that. It's quite good. This is actually quite a quality power supply. So what little brand that capacitor is? Don't know. It's a Chong and Cheng. Same thing. They go 2 different brand names, Chong and Cheng. This one is a Chong capacitor. Every single one of these is 105 degrees Celsius rated. This is not making any noise either on the load, so put this back together. Looks good quality, this one, for a cheap power supply. It's quite a reasonable quality unit. Cover's a bit nicked up by the clips, could probably fix it, but it's not going to be a problem because the other one's not damaged, so no shorts there. That clip goes in there like that. Clips on one side. Well, I like how to design this so it's service friendly. I should probably clean the inside of it up and put really high end capacitors in it if this gives me any problems. It's got the reliable connector too, not the plastic insert. It just has like a 2 terminals that grab onto the pin in your socket. So it's quite a reliable design. But I'll use a 3 amp one for this. This one can stay in the other hard drive dock. I'll also have some spare current excess. Better for the hard drives. Especially if you've got 2 running all the time on that. The startup current made that power supply make some noises, that's for sure, for some hard drives. That one is better suited for the hard drive dock. Much better suited, that one. This one here, 12 volt 3 amp. Try and see if this cover can unclip. Very light, this one, a lot lighter. 1.5 volt input, 12 volt 3 amp output, constant current. Yeah, that's English, but whenever this says zone dangerous. Danger reuse, one word. What the? Zone Dangeroos. Yeah, whatever that's supposed to mean. No screws under that. So this is just a clip together. I have to unclip this. 6th month 2015 it was tested. Here's this stupid unreliable connector that I'm talking about. See that? All plastic with 2 piddly little metal contacts. That is a very unreliable connector. I hate these types. I don't like them. I really don't like them. Especially when they've got a little socket like this. I might change this actually. I might change this with the connector off the Hot Ray Rock HDD SATA bridge board I fried. The socket, and that's a quality one with a thicker pin. This one has got a thin pin which is next to useless. This won't always make contact, and the amplifier just, it's touchy. You got to bump it and hold it in a certain position for it to stay on. So I might unsolder this, piss this little thin pin heap of garbage off and put a quality the thicker pin socket in there, which are much more reliable. Anyway, let's see if I can get this open. Oh, I hate these ones that are just glued. Cheap plastic. Smells of burnt, yeah, typical recycled plastic. It's got that burnt smell to it. I'll have to re-glue this back together. Very cheap. And a date on that one. You can see a date on this one? No, I didn't see a date on this one, but it's from 2011. So it's a surplus power supply that came with that HDD dock I bought. Got a good spark gap, good isolation. 26th to the 11th, 2011. Yeah, got some good isolation here. 68 microfarad, 400 volt main filter cap. Nihon Con. That has to be a Chinese clade of a Nichicon. The font looks pretty similar. It's got to be. Got to be a Chinese clade of a Nichicon. Look how similar the bloody font looks. This transformer I know is noisy. It makes a lot of noise, this transformer, so I'm going to pull this off and soak it in some wood varnish and shut it up. Yeah, it's 105 degrees Celsius rated cap. With some insulation heat shrink on this heat sink to stop the top of the cap in case it shorts out somehow. That's a good idea. Little switching transistor, so it only has one. The other one has two. 100 microfarad, 16 volt. They are both 1000 microfarad, 16 volt. Although one's bigger than the other one. Both are 405 degrees Celsius rated. Brand of those bloody things. EZWX or something. EZWX in a fancy font. What the heck's it? EZWX. Never heard of that brand. EZWX. Whatever. They better be bloody reliable. The LED, which is on its short lead. They didn't leave the long cathode anode lead in LED. They decided to cut it short and put it right in there so you can barely see this bloody thing here light up. Yeah, smart one. I wonder why I can't everybody see it. Yeah, this cord's not as good quality either. 2 MOVs, 1 kV rated MOV. Looks pretty dirty actually. It's funny how they put them in crooked costs. Wouldn't be surprised if that's recycled MAV. But it's pretty safe. It's like, if you can see these spark caps and stuff, it's a pretty good safe power supply. So if it gets hit with a power surge, you're pretty safe on the secondary side. It's got really good isolation on this. That's the main thing. 0 ohm link there. Normally I don't like too many surface mount stuff in the power supply. It makes it harder to repair. There's well, here the other transistor in here, is it? Yep, there's one switching transistor in there. That'd be for the it's for the primary side of the transformer. This one be for the secondary side. Little rectifier diodes in there. Got a big MAV in the active side. Yeah, no bad soldering. Line of neutral mark on the circuit board as indicated. It's connected a bit better quality too. Originally the transformer went here. Some sort of filter core, but it's been replaced. There's a fuse in that heat shrink. Bit smelly too, really stinks. Poof. There we are. Now put this thing back together and yeah, use it just for this amplifier. That'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.